blessed holy month of Ramadan, which we know as month of fasting as well, comes once a year. We eat early in the morning, and then when the sun sets 15-16 hours later in the evening, we have our second meal. What do we do in this month? What is meant by fasting? Is it just to stay hungry for 15-20 hours and that's it? Or is it mainly to purify yourself, your inner? It's like we change the mobile of our cars every 4,000-5,000 kilometers later. The same way, after every 11 months, there is this holy blessed month of Ramadan, which helps us to purify our inner. Muslims fast not only in Pakistan but throughout the world, and even the non-Muslims, they help the Muslims to perform this religious ritual. You might have heard that during this month the reward of good deeds get many folds, and the devil is also comparatively less active in this month. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I would like to share a picture which I got from one of my friends through WhatsApp, which is not completely wrong. During this month, we have a lot of eatables on our tables and many drinks to drink, because we have to bear a long gap then for next 15-20 hours. Since this is a warm period of the year this time, and Ramadan also falls within that warm period, so we do our best within our best capacities to keep ourselves cool, courtesy to the air conditioners. But did we ever think that in Pakistan and outside Pakistan, in the whole world, there would be hundreds and millions of people who would not be having all these facilities of life? What sort of life, what sort of Ramadan they would be having? Did we ever think of it? How difficult would it be for them to manage all this? I mean, in financial terms. I often think, which is quite saddening as well, that why do we get so self-centered and selfish? I mean, how difficult it is to think about others. I often feel sad by meeting very old people, 80s, 90s, walking with sticks, and they are boasting about their accounts, their bank balances, their properties. I question to myself whether they have been assured by the Almighty that they would have ages like Adam or Noah, like 950 years age. Well, I get an answer that no, they would not have that age for sure. And then I think that on what they are posting about on their balances and properties and accounts, it might not be of any help to them here in this temporary life, but for sure on the day of judgment, during accountability, they would be standing in long queues for hours and hours and days and months or maybe years to clarify all what they had in their temporary life, how they got it, how they spent it, did they help the needy, deprived and oppressed? I'm sure they would be asked this question by the Almighty. While I'm afraid, what would they do during that investigation by the Almighty on the Judgment Day? I would like to share a very harsh verse, number 10 of chapter Munafiqun from the Holy Book Quran. The Almighty says in chapter Munafiqun verse number 10, and it is relevant to all these people. spend from what we have given you before the time of death hits you, and then you would say, "O Lord, why did you not give me just little more time so that I could spend from what you have given me on the deserving and deprived, for standing in the queue of your blessed mankind?" Dear friends, this blessed holy month of Ramadan is a very, very precious month. Even a little we do in this month will be returned to us as a big reward in many folds. So let's try to do the maximum we can to credit an infinite treasure in the permanent everlasting account of ours with the God, the Supreme Intelligent Being, the Almighty, which will definitely help us in our ultimate eternal permanent life to come. This would lead us to the ultimate triumph